Good evening, everyone. Nate coming at you with a quick Saber review. Um, so I got a very special Saber in the mail today. Um, this was a Saber that I discovered just maybe a week ago. Someone on the Vader's Vault forum, I think it was, um, had just finished putting it together, was putting the last sort of finishing touches on it, and wanted to sort of demo it in the Facebook groups for people to look at and appreciate. And uh, basically, I just fell in love with it instantly. I was just like, this is my unicorn right here. This is the, this is the Saber that that I think of when I think of that ideal Saber that I want to use either for for wielding, for demoing, for playing around with, or for just putting on a stand and sitting on my shelf and showing off to friends and whatnot. So anyway, this saber hit all the value notes for me. I was just instantly taken by it, and I sort of posted jokingly in the comment section right when he posted it. I say, hey, if you're ever interested in selling this saber, please come talk to me. And I was only half joking. I was also pretty serious because at the time I didn't think he was posting it to sell it. But he ended up messaging me shortly after, about a half an hour afterwards, and we chatted for a while, got to know each other. He got to know me a little bit better, um, and he actually, wanted to find out more about who I was personally, just like with regard to being in the saber hobby and that sort of thing. And so as we started to have those discussions, it became very evident to me. I mean, it was already somewhat evident, but at this point, it became very evident to me that this was also an important piece to him, and that he might have some reservations about just selling it, to just any person because they say they want it. I think he really wanted to make sure that this saber went to a good home, somebody that was going to care for it, not just sell it out for money or whatever and put it out there to other folks that might not appreciate it as much. But we chatted for a while, probably about an hour or so, and I think we both came away understanding that there's a really deep appreciation for his work, and that this saber in particular um, was one that really appealed to me, like on a very on a very deeply aesthetic level. And it's also a saber that I doubt I'll ever find in any shop. So anyway, this saber was built by Eric Koch from Extronic Sabers. This is a one of one, and this is something he demoed. I think it was either in the Universal Lightsaber community or on the Vader's Vault community Facebook page. And he demoed on Facebook maybe like a week ago, 10 days ago. And we had a very agreeable discussion about me purchasing it. Um, you know, um, and everything went down really, really well. Eric is a supremely excellent guy, just really, really friendly guy, super creative. Um, an artist in every sense of the word, and I'm so thankful for him for agreeing to let go of this saber to sell it to me, um, because this is going to be easily the flagship piece in my collection. I absolutely love it. So let me pull it back a little bit so you can see the detailing a little bit better. So these are gold plated on the pommel, and then on the midsection right here, just above the switch, and then on the top of the emitter. And it's nice little detail in here. It doesn't complete the wrap here. There's just a little bit of space here for symmetry. And then the sort of the gold leaves are accented either way on opposing up there. Then the pommel has a very nice clean design here too. It's open, no grading of any kind down here, which is totally fine. There's still just over an inch, maybe an inch and a half of resonance space between the speaker and the edge. So, this has got like a 23 millimeter speaker in here right now. It's pretty loud. It's got really good resonance back here. He included a little D-ring on here, which I'm going to try and find a way of sort of holding down. When I swing it, it does like a little rattle. I don't really mind it that much, but if I can find a safe, non-invasive way of sort of just clamping it down until I want to use it, like on my hook, then I'll probably do that. But I like this addition to this. It's really cool. I like having the ring there, and I also like that it's not very big. The wrap I may change, but having a black wrap on here is certainly fine. It's a really nice neutral color for the design, so it certainly doesn't detract from the design at all. And it's about as comfortable as any wrap would be. I think this is a DEF CON bird wrap. It feels like it. So what really got me on this Saber originally was not just, it was the gold, obviously, sort of that feeling of putting electrum on your Saber, but it was also the profile. So the profile of this Saber is just it's slim, but it's sitting right around 11.5 inches to the tip of the emitter. And to me, this is just the perfect size. In fact, this profile is a lot of the reason why I enjoy collecting certain LGT Sabers. And it isn't because I think LGTs are built any better than anything else. They're not. But let me show you an example. For instance, like this is my favorite LGT Saber, this Rogue Emitter switch combo. And the design of it isn't particularly fantastic or anything. I mean, there's certainly 89 Sabers, Vader's Vault Sabers, Solo Sold Sabers, Bendu Sabers that are way better designed than this. But the reason I like these Sabers is because of this slim profile. And that's an aesthetic thing for me. And that's probably the first thing that caught my eye about this one, was that it had all of these really, really nice designs on the front, but without being chunky. It was still really slim, very elite looking. And it's sort of got this High Republic flavor to it, but without being overly decorative. It's as minimal as it needs to be in order to be excellent, if that makes any sense. Anything less on here, and you could see the detraction from it. Anything more on here, and it might look a little bit too decorative. Like it's perfectly balanced in my view, in my opinion. And yeah, there's everything that needs to be on it is on it, and the proportions of how everything's placed, just really, I don't know, it just speaks to me. So anyway, thank you, Eric. This is a beautifully built Saber. I'm going to cherish this thing, and it's going to get treated very, very well. And expect to see quite a few Saber demos that I do in the future using this Saber, because I just enjoy. Now I bought it empty, so it doesn't have an actual install in it yet. What I'm using in there right now is it was able to fit just perfectly an LGT Profi pixel core in here. So I basically just slid one in at Eric's recommendation, and then he had like this single retention screw down here that sort of just locks the core in place, strong enough to be able to put in a NeoPixel blade without it sliding around. So that's what I have rigged in there right now. So the next step with this is really just talking to my installer, who ironically is Eric is one of his most frequent customers too. So, and has been a been a loyal commissioner of Charles as well. So it was really neat that Eric and I both sort of go to Charles as our main installer, but yet Eric and I didn't really know each other until now. Anyway, that being said, so next step is going to be reaching out to Charles, probably in a three-way conversation with Eric as well, to figure out how next steps in designing a nice custom chassis for this, so that it can take like a more proper install. Um, but yeah, anyway, so this is doesn't have a name yet. I'm not sure what to name it, but it is just gorgeous. All right, y'all. Thanks for looking. Happy sabering. May the force be with you.